thumbnail before the video even starts. This is 2020. All right, hello everyone, happy 2020. I know this is like the 4th or 5th video coming out for me in 2020, but this is my semi-second official hello 2020 video. So this is, if you didn't watch my last video, it was my 2019 favorites. I kind of went through what the year style wise for me, beauty, fashion, accessories. As you'll see, it's pretty chill, but a lot of fun stuff. And I'm so excited to share maybe a glimpse of what 2020 is gonna be. Honestly, I like really want to like emphasize in this video that I did set like general goals and intentions and things I would love to work on and focus on, but I am like so like at a place and in a mindset that's like, let's just see what happens. I'm calling this my quote, fuck it, why not year, because literally why not? So this is just with where I am right now, seeing things, what I'd like to be like, wow, let's do this, this, or this. But like, hey, if something crazy comes up, like an opportunity or something, or I am like so in, like so in. So I just kind of want to like put that out there. Not that I think anyone cares, but I just think like sometimes people stick almost too, it's like however you look at it, like it is cool to like focus on something for like a year or whatever, but I also think like I'm just like in a place where I want to be really like, let's just see what happens, you know, that's where I want to be right now. So I hope that all of your 2019s ended in a way that you can be okay with, whether it was great, whether it was not so great, and you can be like, thank you, maybe let's do something better or different, or hell, maybe you're just like, I just want to keep things chill for 2020. Absolutely, that seems to be the vibe. I mean, come on, Pantone color of the year, classic blue. They're like, we need people to breathe and calm down. And I'm like ready for like 2020 to be like crazy. So differing opinions, I guess, I don't know. So I thought I would go a bit through my intentions, goals, things I want to focus on of that sort. I started calling these intentions because I feel like goals is like really intense. And that's like, I used to hate when people would say that and be like, you shouldn't call it a goal, because that puts more pressure or whatever on it. I don't know, I never really put that much pressure on myself. I used to create these goals, like huge lists every new year, because I like love the new year. Like I embody the new year like full-heartedly. Also, I don't know what is happening here. So I love this time of year. I hate cold and winter, but I love New Year's. Love New Year's, always have. It's like a magical time of the year for me. It's such a time of like recreation and like inspiring, because everyone's like feeling happy, and it's like a whole fresh new start to what's going to be a long, lots of up and downs year. You know, so like I said, it's my fuck it why not year. So again, I'm ready for literally anything to happen. Like I want this just to be like exciting, and if it's not, that's okay, but like I just want to take everything and be like, hell yeah, let's do it. That's the year I'm in. So like if this is the year that you're like, Shelby, we should do something, call me. So first goal in I already forget the word, intention, whatever you want to call it, whatever makes you happy, whatever, is to get involved in creative communities. I went to college for graphic design. I have like a degree in media arts, and I've studied graphic design, photography, web design. I've like done different things. I've always been in the art world. In high school I took sewing courses thinking I was going to school for fashion. That didn't happen. I've always been part of art, but I feel like I've done a shit job at joining art communities and like creative communities. And I had my like the students around me in school, which was so fun, and I think that's like what really sparked this like need to really become a part of a community. Because I mean, I love to like talk to anyone about art, and like I think anyone's opinion on art is like super interesting. If anything, I love talking to people who don't consider themselves art people about art. Like those are my favorite people to talk to art about, because I think it's so interesting, like the way that like they'll often think about things. So I constantly am like in those groups of people, but I really like should surround myself with more artistic minded people. And again, I really realized that in college. So different communities, there's like legitimate organizations that I should really join and never really did. and it's just something I felt I didn't do well in college that I think I should push myself to do more now, especially because I don't have that like student connection anymore, which is really upsetting and kind of weird, and like everyone said it would be hard, and it's like it's just rough. Like I don't miss college in the sense that like I want schoolwork again. I miss college and like you had this group of people every day who like understood how much of hell it was just with you, and it was such a cool collaborative experience that like that was literally my favorite thing. So I want to put myself back in a situation like that, whether through like a legitimate organization that you don't have to become a member for. Obviously like financially I probably won't get involved in a ton, but also like on Facebook there's like just creative groups that join for like random shit, and there's like other apps I know that exist for like communities and stuff. So I really want to dive into that and like push myself to go to a meeting here and there, even though that is like anxiety attack 101 for me. But I really want to do that because I know no one up in Boston. So that's another big reason, is because I really want to make some like creative friends that I feel comfortable making work with eventually, and can like feel comfortable occasionally reaching out to, you know, stuff like that. So I'm really excited for things like that, trying to go to gatherings, maybe like art shows, like who knows. I want to get involved in the community with hopes of like in the future like making work with cool people, you know. Pretty much everything I say is like creating in the name basically. But next one would be get creative with my cooking, and this is something that like I don't think I'm a bad cook, but I'm definitely not ever motivated to cook, or like I just cook pasta like every day. That's it. That's my diet, pasta. So like I want to definitely create more variety in what I make. Huge thing. Second, I want to get good at like making something, like experimenting and like making something off of what's around me. I think would be really fun. I don't have the highest hopes on that, but even just like little things here and there. Like I kind of like to do that with spices. I literally, whenever I'm making something, will like open every spice and like smell it and like put ones together that smell like they would smell good together. But I don't know if that's always an accurate way of doing it. But stuff like that, just like not doing a recipe when there's a bunch of random crap in the pantry or whatever, just throw it together and kind of see what happens. I really want to get into that and more variety. Like I said, Spencer and we bought some interesting things at the grocery store, which second reason I'm so excited to be in an area like this is because there's so much variety in a grocery store. Like there's things I'm gonna miss, some PA Dutch foods that we just won't have up here, but I can try so many other things and try cooking so many other things. I'm really excited and I think it's gonna be lots of fun. Next, like very vague intention goal thing to focus on is to, and this might sound stupid because it kind of sounds like obviously with what you do you probably already do this, but like, you know, just something to focus on, to literally like never stop creating, which again probably sounds really stupid, but within that involves like obviously there's moments, there's like highs and lows and whatever, and it's moments where like I am very motivated and I'm creating constantly, and then like it kind of dies out, and like that's just very natural. But I like really need to get myself to like push through those like lows essentially, because I feel like this year in 2019 like I would go through like 2 weeks where I like created something like every single day, and then I'd go through like a month where I did nothing, and like November December kind of ended in a lull where I did really nothing, which was kind of frustrating, but also like kind of makes sense. I was moving, there was a bunch of crazy shit happening, holidays, whatnot, so that's not abnormal. But like I really just want to make sure I'm like keeping in mind to like try and at least do something, maybe not like daily, but like every couple of days make sure I'm touching something, whether it's creating something in Illustrator, doing a fun Photoshop thing, updating an old project, trying painting, so like, you know, just something to like keep it all going. And specifically in that is continue to share what I make, whether it's shit or whether it's amazing. I really value sharing because I really value feedback, and I'm like very aware that a lot of what I share probably isn't the best, but I think it's really fun to just share every aspect of it as much as I can, and constantly trying new mediums and be like, fuck it, why not? So that's kind of the three main things. Obviously they're all creativity related, but yeah, I just want to really like push to keep making, to keep trying, to keep sharing. I hope, this is probably a weird goal, but I like hope to share a lot this year. Is that like weird? I don't know. I want to like get creative in my videos. I've been on social media a lot more and I'm feeling like motivated to be on social media. I think it's been fun.
Motivate me.
Motivate you. You're not motivated to be on social media? Why?
No, I'm not good at it.
Oh, I think it's fun.
Okay, well.
I'll be your social media manager.
Help.
Do I get a plaque with my name on it?
I could do that. Would you rather have a plaque or like $2 a day you help me?
Ooh, $2 a day. Literally, I would love to be a social media manager. That'd be so fun.
Do it!
Do it,
For
dude.
me.
Okay, but I need to like pay these bills though.
I'm paying the bills.
But
Don't let her fool you.
yeah, don't worry. Spencer's the breadwinner.
For now. Please.
I know.
Take over.
I know. I would love to. But anyway, so those are my 3 like main things, and then my last like big goal that I think I've had as a goal for the past 3-4 years of my life that I feel like always goes strong the first 3-4 months, dies out. It starts to hit a couple bumps halfway through the year, and then right at the end of the year I go crazy and do something stupid. So that year, that goal is, as always, attempting as close to a no buy as I can achieve on unnecessary items. And so this year, I feel like I've created rules for myself in the past. Again, I always go strong until like I maybe bump a little bit May/June, July for like summer things, and then I generally am good. And then it's August, October for some reason. That time, it's those like marks in the year where it kind of like just hits, and I like want to get myself something or whatever. And so I decided, what? Get you something?
No.
What?
Tell me and I'll either get it for you or tell you it's stupid.
No, I know. So one good thing, I'm obviously back living with Spencer. We're out of our parents' house. Thank God. So I don't know why I did this with my fingers for us already being out. So one great thing about this is because Spencer is very frugal
and tall. There
the best combination. But so a great thing is I can just run it by him and he'll be like, no, you shouldn't do that, which I should listen to most of the time.
That sounds worse than what it actually is.
No, yeah, it's not a bad thing. Like, I need that in my life because I'm a very impulsive person.
It's more so like you bring it up and then I talk you through it. Like,
yeah,
you know.
I need that.
Sometimes I'm flat out. Like, you're like, I want a car, and I'm like, no, idiot.
But yeah, so it's definitely, he like curbs my impulsiveness, which is really good, especially when probably for the next few years I won't have really any income to spend. So it's kind of something I should focus on just for financial reasons, build up the savings, work on my student loans, and being more helpful in payments because Spencer's being amazing right now, and like I said, the breadwinner. So stuff like that I should just do. And second, just because I have so much shit, and everyone who just moved all my shit up here will tell you I have so much shit, I don't need more shit. So we're gonna try my best to stop that. And again, I think I've said this every year in this kind of video for the past 2-3 years. But what I thought, and again, I understand occasionally here and there a little bit of spending happens. I'm not saying none will, but I tried to create kind of like vague categories and rules for myself that maybe will help. And in addition to that, I thought something that would help me would be to create like quote unquote checkpoints for those times where I find myself wanting to spend on something. So like the May, June time and the September, October time is generally my like where I feel the need to spend money, just because it's like changing of seasons, new shit comes out, you get excited kind of thing. So I thought I would create checkpoints, whether it's those two, whether I throw in another one or so. Nothing's like completely concrete right now. This is all a vague idea, but I like wrote this all out so that I could understand. So I figured within these checkpoints, whether I set like 2 to 3 for the year, I could kind of like almost reward myself with something small that obviously doesn't completely defeat the purpose of me not spending any money, but like kind of, I treat myself, I'm sure I did fine for like 3-4 months and I deserve something. So whether in that time that means maybe I treat myself to like a new art tool or like an art medium I'm running low on, if there's like maybe a certain piercing, tattoo I've been looking at or designing or something that I want, like obviously nothing huge, but like, within a reasonable span. Why are you making that face?
What other fucking piercing do you need?
Well, I've been thinking about getting the thing my mom and my sister have. Don't worry, it's not the septum. I've pushed that off for now. You're safe for now.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But stuff like that, would be kind of cool as like, and it's something that's much more meaningful than just going out and buying a shirt or anything like stupid and unnecessary. What I've done in previous years is every time I felt the urge to spend money and I like cut myself off, I would literally write it in a note what I would have spent that money on and like how much it was, and then like within a month or two I would calculate all of it and like feel better about myself for like seeing the money I saved by like not just impulsively spending it on something. So if you need kind of like things like that, apparently, I know Spencer thinks the signs are like shit and whatnot, but apparently it's very common for a Taurus to want like to spend money. Apparently we like bougie things, and so apparently if you're out there and you're like me, a fellow Taurus, it's our thing. And so I constantly am trying to like tell myself that it's better to not do it, and so that was one way to do it, because you see it visually, the like numbers, and be like, damn, all that money's still in my bank account. So in that I will be avoiding obviously clothes, kind of like clothes, accessories, shoes, anything of that sort. I shouldn't really need any of that. If I find I absolutely need something, like a new pair of pants for work or something, if anything, it would probably be a pair of pants because I own like no pants, but I would try my best to go to a thrift store first to like curb spending, curb consumption, that kind of stuff. I would check that out first before anything else. Obviously any kind of trinkets, decorations, we have way too many. Not too many, we have enough. And if there's anything we really want, either use it as a checkpoint, or I can probably make it, slash Spencer, like we could probably make it if we really wanted something. So it pushes the creativity, pushes the not being wasteful part. Avoiding obviously makeup. I think I mentioned this in my 2019 favorites video, but I really don't plan on adding to my makeup collection unless there is something I plan to refill. Like I mentioned eyeliner, that like if I run out of all the other eyeliners, by all, it's like 2 of the other eyeliners I have, I will go and purchase the one I want to refill that, because I would probably like a eyeliner. So that's my only like thing with that. And the only exception I have is I have been contemplating purchasing the Shane Dawson Jeffree Star palette. I didn't get it on the first run because I didn't want to blow the money when not having it, and they're supposed to have another run in March or May that I might use as my checkpoint or something, because I have been looking at that for like quite a while and I do legitimately think I'd use it, and I don't think it's a long-term item that's staying, so I don't like, you know, it'd be something worth placing as like a checkpoint that I already know in advance I'm like planning to have. But yeah, and then basically try my best to limit eat out spending. I know we're gonna like have a fun time trying new restaurants and stuff, but like, and I'm sure we'll be fine with this, we're never that crazy about it, but trying our best to like cook instead of eat out all the time, which again, we don't even really do that often, but just to be mindful of it. But yeah, I think those are like the big things that I like worry about spending money on. Can't really think of anything else. Obviously, I do allow myself to still purchase gifts for other people. I never go that I never go that overboard with stuff like that, but I do still buy gifts for other people when it's just a no buy like for myself kind of thing. But yeah, so basically that is my big like work on for 2020. Everything else is pretty vague. Just try to stay creative, try to stay motivated, try to try new things, try to, you know, share a lot about it. So if you're interested, please subscribe on my channel if you want to see what all that happens. Please comment down below if there's any specific videos that you really like to see from me, or just in general, what are your like favorite types of videos that maybe you think like I could try or would apply to my channel. If you want to follow me on Instagram at shellbell_lynn, you can follow me. You can basically see me all the time over there because I'm constantly on that. I post maybe what we're cooking, lots of pictures probably of us sitting on the couch, you know, it's fun. Fun photography pictures, post that all over there. And I think that is it. This was probably very fast speaking, but oh, I did want to mention real quick, my hope for 2020, even though I'm actually out of college, is to still stay on track with using a planner, because I think these help a lot. I have my own personal planner, and we hung a calendar in our kitchen area so that we can really help keep our lives on track, because we're both people that kind of need that, or we just let shit fall to the side. So I'm very much hoping to keep up with these. Again, I feel like I always do, and then I hit a lull where I don't need it, and then I like forget it exists. So I'm hoping to like keep it on track for the most part with something like this. So I think that is it for for my 2020 hopes, intentions. I think I'm gonna try and make a blog post in the near future. My website is shelbylynnlives.com with maybe some inspiration for what I hope my like fashion style to be for 2020, but again, that changes by day, so like it's just things I'm interested in right now that might interest you. I think that's it. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.